The one thing that nobody prepared me for after quitting my job was the lack of structure. It was so easy to wake up on time at 7 a.m. because I had to. Not having someone or something to motivate me to wake up was one of the most difficult experiences of this past year. It felt like an early retirement. There was nobody telling me what to do or where to be by what time. However, I had no idea how difficult of a journey it would be without that in my life. This morning, I want to talk to you all about living strategically unstructured. I used to believe that waking up as early as possible was what showed your productivity, your efficiency, and your lust for life. I remember the first few months after quitting my job, I would experiment with life. I tried waking up like I usually did at 6 a.m. to try to stay productive. You know that word that makes us feel good when we say it? When we feel like we're beating ourselves and outperforming everyone else around us? So even though I didn't have a job, there was this feeling that my time was valuable and that I had a finite amount of it. That if I didn't use my time now, I would lose it forever. This feeling of scarcity is scary. Every day that I would wake up quote unquote late, I would feel bad about myself. I would feel like I'm wasting the day away. Instead of waking up at 6:30, it was 7:30 or 8:30, and I didn't know how to combat that. There was no guidebook. There was nobody holding me accountable other than myself. It was this paradox of having absolute freedom combined with the weight of that responsibility. One day I woke up and I realized that accountability doesn't have to be a weight on our shoulders. It can be a tool in our tool belt. We just have to learn how to use it. I started looking at life as an experiment, every day being a new day and new opportunity to try something new and discover how my heart and my mind naturally want to live. Do I want to wake up with the sun? Do I want to wake up at 10 a.m.? Or do I want to wake up at 5 a.m.? After weeks of waking up at various times, I learned that my heart and my mind loves simply waking up with the sun. And that's how I've been living ever since. In the winter, I wake up at 8, and in the summers, I wake up at 5. It seems so simple, but it's something that I never had to discover prior to leaving my job. After discovering my own circadian rhythm and setting a natural clock for my body, I did this book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And what it gave me was something beautiful. It provided me a foundation. It gave me structure in a time of my life when I had no structure. And one of the key points in the book are morning rituals. Morning flow. It's a term that really resonates with me even to today. Something about movement, right when I wake up, really allows my mind and body to become in sync. To not only stimulate the body, but to stimulate the mind. Similar to our body, our mind is like a muscle. If we don't use it, we lose it. And every morning when you have that task given to you by your manager, It allows you an opportunity to stimulate your mind. And when I started doing morning flow, I gave myself the opportunity to stimulate mine as well. If you're planning on making a big life change this year, know that there are things that you won't be able to prepare for, and that's okay. It's not easy to accept that change is necessary, and knowing when change is going to happen and how to prepare for it strategically. There's a beauty in it, not being able to predict everything and not living by this cookie-cutter template. It's no easy task to deconstruct your life and create a new structure that you believe is more fulfilling for you. Sometimes we crave this excitement and enthusiasm that we cannot obtain during it. Life is something that we wish to be stable and comfortable, but sometimes that's not enough. For all of you who are making a big life change this year, I just wanted to take a moment and say, you got this. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Julian Sablaski. Have a beautiful day.